Welcome to a very productive day in my life. So, as you can see, it's been exactly 1 week from our last clean, and although it's not quite as bad as it was before, I definitely have some work to do. We are finally saying goodbye to this shelf that was part of a computer desk that I've literally had since I was 12, so that's exciting. But the beginning of this video is kind of all over the place because I wanted to tackle the wall behind our TV today, which meant washing Spencer's decorative whiskey glasses. And I figured while those were in the dishwasher, I'd go ahead and clean the kitchen. I don't know, don't ask. I would usually start at one corner and make my way around, but since I wanted to get those glasses washed, I decided to go ahead and start off doing the dishes. Does y'all's kitchen table become a catch-all for everything? Because ours definitely does. Obviously, we don't really eat at it because Spencer's grandma uses it for her plants, but it just seems to accumulate more things all the time. I'm using our other little vacuum cleaner today, which is a lot easier to maneuver. It doesn't have like the cord and then the big bulky compartment to lug around. And I'm also using a spray that says glass cleaner, but it's actually Fabuloso. So while the floor dries over there, I'm cleaning out the cat bowls and then the literal bane of my existence right now, this ice maker. It has been storming approximately every 45 seconds here, which means the power keeps blinking, which means the ice maker keeps turning off, which means it ends up having water sit in it, and then it smells like a water ride at an amusement park, and I've cleaned it at least 5 times this month, so there's that. We did a huge deep clean on our whole house a few months back where we scrubbed the grout on the floors and scrubbed the walls and cleaned out all the cabinets and took everything down from the windows. But now that I'm watching this back, I just realized that I don't think anyone has cleaned that little toaster oven out in a hot minute. There is nothing that grosses me out more than picking food out of the drain, but we unfortunately do not have a garbage disposal. Apparently, once upon a time, they did have one, but Spencer's grandpa didn't like it, so they took it out. I don't know. He is a very particular person. I also just realized how grody our little knife holder thing had gotten, so I took them all out to clean, but then I couldn't remember which holes they came out of. I only used the steak knives and like 3 of the other knives in that thing, so Spencer had to rearrange them for me later. And speaking of ovens, when we did the deep clean, I tried to clean ours out, but I obviously don't know what I'm doing because none of the stuff came out, even though I used like the specific oven cleaner. Like, it looks a little bit better and I got like the big stuff out, but I don't know. That's not something that I'm trying to tackle today anyways. I cleaned the litter box off camera because nobody wants to see that. And now that we are done with the kitchen, it is back to the wall. As a short person, this is always so scary with all the glass involved, and I had a feeling I was going to break something, which did end up happening. Unfortunately, the big picture frame in the center ended up falling off and the glass broke, but that was the only casualty we had today. These shelves are also one of my least favorite things to do because they don't like to stay on the wall, so you can't really tell here, but I am wiping ever so carefully. The next thing to go is this table, and I am so ready. We just need to get a new base for the fan so it can stand on its own, and I want to get some spray paint or something so it doesn't look so crappy. But my husband and I like to be freezing while we sleep, so keeping it is necessary, and it still works, so there's no reason to get a new one. Our friend that passed away made these shelves that the glasses are on. Some of the glasses were his, and then others were from Spencer, worked at the liquor store. I'm kind of embarrassed to show this table, but it is what it is. For whatever reason, I've apparently been overlooking it and didn't realize how dusty it was. The painting that's on the right side over there used to live in front of this table, so I'd move it to vacuum, and then that was about it. We did end up selling both the aquarium and the ferret cage on Facebook Marketplace, and Spencer and I both got new shelves for our stuff, so I'm really happy about that. And you already know I had some laundry to do. Did I mention this was a very productive day? We also went to not one, not two, but 3 different stores for our weekly shopping. It's not really surprising because this is what we do every week, but we do try to break it up where we don't go to all 3 stores in one day, but it is nice to go ahead and get it over with. We love going to the Asian market for fruit you can't find at Aldi, the good tea, and of course some kimchi. My shelves also came in today, so I recruited some help because there's no way in hell I'm getting them together by myself. Like, why are there no words on the instructions? And Spencer also had a hard time for a minute because things were not lining up, so it took about 10 minutes of trial and error before he figured out, and obviously I'm just there for moral support. Have I mentioned how excited I am to have a place for my stuff? It's been a long time coming. And that is all for today. If you've made it this far, thanks for coming on this ride with me, and please like and subscribe if you can. See you next time.